Oh, so crazed may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard. Oh, so crazed may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard.
the man, the king, the god of this shit, Nick fucking Gage. And I'm here to let you motherfuckers know that the Blvd Bullies versus the World is a podcast every Tuesday at 7 p.m. live with Larry the motherfucking legend. And they got a motherfucking new mission and statement. And they're telling me to tell everyone that they say, fuck everyone that always takes the low road and to their enemies die slow, motherfuckers. MDK all fucking day.
Oh, so Christ, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blvd Bullies versus the World. I am your exalted host, PK with the Blvd Bullies, and I am excited to bring you a very special show with Hanukkah celebrations.
Yes.
We got Judge Joe Dred on the show.
It is a mouthful, his name.
Judge Dred.
No, it's dude, it's a mouthful.
Hello to everybody in the chat. Please consider subscribing if you want to say something in the chat. Consider becoming a member if you want to see behind the scenes footage. And we are working on an end of the month, maybe pre-show, hour-long, members-only Q&A type of extravaganza situation. More on that later. And as always, I am joined by the crew, the fam, the lads, my confidants, my compadres, my bullies.
Double C's.
Conspicuous
3-3.
by his absence, the DMD, Ringside Sean. Ringside Sean, he dedicated his entire life to going to deathmatch medical school. And so he's got a bright future, but not as bright of a future as his son, who he is whipping and training and holding back dinner to make him a professional athlete. This kid's like 13. He's got a size 13 fucking shoe.
Yeah.
So Sean is being a sports dad. You know, just imagine like Sean fighting in the audience with other New Jersey parents at a basketball game. That's what Sean's doing right now. So shout out Sean.
He's a real Bayonne badass.
The DMD, the Bayonne badass himself. But my guys who are here, first and foremost, we have the mayor, the Larry Flint of deathmatch wrestling, fighting every day, tooth and nail, for the First Amendment, no matter how toxic, no matter how detrimental to society, it is every human being's right.
It's their right. It's their fucking right. That's what Larry said.
It's not, I'm not introducing you, Larry. I'm introducing Bad Take Bry, the admin, the merch guy. Well, the one punch merch guy. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to our 420 Hanukkah episode. It's probably going to be our final one.
Always.
Actually, I want to do something. I want to do something real quick. It's actually the sixth night of Hanukkah. The sixth night of Hanukkah. I said I would do this for my mother. We're going to do the first ever Blvd Bullies menorah lighting ceremony.
Can I introduce Larry first?
Do you want to introduce Larry first?
And ladies and gentlemen,
I think you should let him rock.
Last and not least, I just want to get over it. Last and not least, the other co-host of the Blvd Bullies this evening, my wrestling father, former boat owner, Showcase Showdown winner. He's a man responsible for propping up hundreds and hundreds of terrible wrestling shows just on his own. Just making it entertaining on his own. And one of the promotions, you already know those letters, which we're going to talk about in detail today. And the other one of those promotions, he's wearing the t-shirt of, ladies and gentlemen, Larry the Legend.
Pat, every week you outdo yourself. You are very adjacent to Rob Black and the way he introduces his wife, the lovely Cat Martini, because you can't help but love it. I love you, and I love your intros for me. And
literally hundreds.
Can I continue now that before I was really interrupted?
Yes, go ahead, Brian. Rock.
You
Please,
rudely
please.
interrupted the Jew
Rock.
on Hanukkah, the 6th night of Hanukkah. We're going to recite the Hanukkah prayer. Let's go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav vitzivanu el chad likner shel Hanukkah. Amen. Which translates to, thank you, God, our God, for blessing us with the commandments and commanding us to light the Hanukkah lights. I don't believe in God. My mother believes in God. Shout out, Mom. Shout out, Hanukkah.
Way to go. Shout out,
Shout out all
Hanukkah.
moms. Shout out moms.
You know, the thing is that they only had enough oil for like one night.
But it kept being lit.
Kept burning. It was a miracle.
It's a goddamn miracle. Judah and the Maccabees.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
Dude, that was legendary, Brian. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you so much.
For blessing us with that ancient language, that ancient tongue. As a man who is a cunning linguist myself, I love words like mensch and chutzpah and stuff like that pops up in the lexicon. So thank you for blessing us with it.
That's actually Yiddish. Hebrew is different than Yiddish. Those words that you speak of, like schmuck and all those fun words, that's Yiddish. I think that's different than Hebrew.
Oh, right on. Well, you're enlightening me and proving how ignorant of an ass I am. Pat, continue.
Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. What a time it's been. What a run it's been as we near the end of the year. What a run of guests. What a run of subscribers. What a run of friends coming together. What did you guys think last CUM? What did you think last week of our one of our best guests I'm seeing in these comments, Slava?
I think I said this after we wrapped and we had our little powwow post show.
Had a little powwow.
When you get the guests that have a story to tell and the guests that are kind of experienced in the way that this thing flows, all we got to do is drop sound bites. And Slava was one of those guests. He didn't need his handheld. He knew our vibe. He watches. He loves us. So it was one of the most seamless interviews. And to all of the people that potentially may be guests, including our guest tonight, mind your P's and Q's. Be like Slava. Be like Drake Younger. Because those were some of the best guests we ever had because they knew how to act.
Brian, what did you think of Slava?
Awesome. I'm just happy that you finally let him on.
Yeah, for those of you who
well, he's done with you know who.
Right. It's fine. I'm happy that it was finally able to happen, and I hope it happens again because he's awesome.
He's a really nice guy. He was a great guy at XPW. He was a great guy on the show. Do you guys think that we gave him enough time to like pew shoot the way he wanted to? Because, you know, it's like before we just told him, hey, go ahead and say what you want to say. I wanted to get some background information and like, you know, get some good questions in. Then there were a lot of good questions in the chat. So he was like promoting on Twitter that like, hey, you're not going to want to miss this because I'm going to drop a pipe bomb. And
well, I mean, Pat, you and I have talked offline about my feeling of you being El Presidente, you know, and last week's show was definitely a show that I felt that you handled. You did ask me to ask a provocative question on the spot, and after a little thinking, I thought like I wanted to know if Slava had fucked on film and how we could see it, you know. But if I would have been in charge of the girls 100%, I probably would have gotten into, you know, he talked about the girl bleeding out of all holes. He talked about the girl bleeding out of all holes. I'd probably ask him some stuff like about my favorite stars, like Mr. Marcus, Wesley Pipes, Devlin Weed, you know, my favorite stars, Byron Long, all names that I'm sure he's quite familiar with. I did ask him about West Coast Productions, but I probably would have asked him like, what those guys are like, you know? And I don't really have too many female porn stars that are my favorites that I could rattle off the names of, but I probably would have been like the way that we kind of want to know what Schlack is like. And I probably would have been marking out for some of my favorite porn stars. They've been like, yo, so are any of them like kind of like thugs for real or gangsters or,
Well, if that's the case, I'm
probably
glad that
dumb.
I ran the interview. Brian, do you think that we gave Slava enough time to say what he wanted to say about Matt Riddle?
I do. I mean, I went in and asked him the question, and then we basically gave him the floor, and then he said what he said, and then it felt like he was finished with what he was saying.
You know, it's all these shows are all a blur to me, not just because of the drinking and the smoking, but also just because, you know, when you perform, Larry, you know, it's all a blur. When you're doing a show, it's just all
I
a
don't
blur.
remember anything.
Yeah, you go into a fugue state. So, you know, I feel like we asked him the questions. We gave him the floor. I was hoping, because his tweet to promote the show and talk about him coming on to talk shit had like a lot of people in like his industry like replying like, can't wait to hear you fucking go off. Can't wait this, can't wait that. I'm listening to this whole show waiting for you. You know, so like he
did not talk shit though. He did not talk shit. We know now that Matt Riddle stole his fiance.
What did he say?
Like
he goes, if you're a wrestler and you want to get with so and so, just answer your DMs, because this guy was messaged, this guy was messaged, this guy was messaged, and Matt Riddle's the only dude who answered.
Yep.
So shout out Slava, dude.
Answer those DMs, guys.
Shout out Slava. You know, hey guys, check your DMs.
Hey, shout out Slava's shots. I think one you shared on Instagram, so glamorous.
You know,
we're actually in the intro to Merry Christmas too. The Blvd Bullies are in the intro video.
That's exactly where you belong.
Puffing away.
We're not botching nothing over here. We're bullying our way in.
If you will.
Yeah, you know, I waited. Like I waited on the to drop the Slava. You know, I was really excited about it. I'm like, damn, this is a pretty
You look really good, bro. You look really
but I've
good
since gotten a haircut,
picture.
so I've since rebranded. So it's like an out of date
Madonna.
Yeah, so
you're gonna have to get a fresh cut before Blackamania.
But we dropped it.
So you're ready for your next Slava.
Is that going on? I fell asleep. I didn't even hear the show. Is it going on? Are we doing Blackamania?
Well, apparently it's going to be February 27th. It's the last Saturday in February. I think that's February 24th.
Also, last week, and I don't want to get into details about what was said, but on Saturday night, I believe, or was it Friday, Thursday? I don't remember when it was, but I made my first appearance on the Rob Black Show, actually.
I heard that. I thought it was Brian and the Body at first. Like, as you know, Rob loves him some Ginzy and loves him some fucking Canuck. So I thought that they were on together. And then I'm like, oh my God, that's Pat. And Pat, you and I had just been talking. We were just on FaceTime for like 45
Larry
minutes.
And I called Larry and then I called you.
It was very impeccable timing because me and Patrick were just conversating on the phone. And then Roberto called me while I was talking to Patrick, and I was explaining to Roberto why I wasn't listening to his show because I was on the phone with Patrick having a fight, an argument.
We weren't having a fight.
Whatever.
We're right.
I was getting an apology.
I know this context of how the call.
We were making up, Brian.
We were making up, and then we brought the conversation into the Roberto Negro show. And
I didn't even want to get into details about this.
I didn't even know that part. I didn't even know that.
I don't want to talk about this part of it. I was just gonna say, Larry, you listened. I want you and everybody who might have listened to give us a grade 0 to 10, 10 being the best. How did we do? How did I do on my first appearance?
I mean, I guess for the factor of tuning into the Rob Black Show to like gag at whatever you're hearing, like to be like, oh my God. Like I absolutely at my kitchen table when I realized y'all were on, fucking my jaw dropped and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what the fuck? And then the people, what made it better was people in the chat. You weren't being slaughtered in the chat. They were tearing y'all's asses up. Like, Slack was leading the charge.
What else is new? What else is new, Larry?
You know,
but I will say that the very next day, Roberto called me back. So our appearance went well in his eyes.
Right.
And that's
He
all
needed
that
to know
fucking
more.
matters.
He needed to know
that's
more
all that
about
matters.
the tale.
Shout out Roberto.
Well,
Thank you for
shout
having
out
the
Roberto,
Boulevard
'cause
Bullies on your show.
Just like when I took that fan from the crowd in Van Nuys and put him on commentary with Rob Black or Rod Beebe, and I thought I was going to be in so much trouble. Rob Black was like, "Nah, it was good." You know, and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "I was fine. I just took a fan randomly from the crowd and was like, all right, you commentate." And he's like, "People
Rob,
like
see,
this,
but
you know?"
Rob Black appreciates on the spot improv shit. He fucks with that, and I
Clearly
like
he
that.
does.
Hey,
Clearly.
Yes.
so that's what's going on with us. Tonight we have Judge Joe Dred on the show. Speaking
Good.
of XPW going into their show coming up over the weekend in Van Nuys, which Larry will be a part of. There's also
That's
an
just kind of
NYWC show out in Deer Park, Long Island.
Pat, I know you're in charge, but what about the Larry's favorite part? Is it coming up?
Well, that's what I'm getting to, yeah.
Okay, good. NYWC.
NYWC is also running this weekend out in Deer Park.
Porta Circus?
No, it's not. I think it's, is it Tour de Circus or is it Seasons? I think it's Tour de Circus Seasons Beatings, because you're right, Larry. They are now on the road to the Psycho Circus.
Bro, I just want to say from a mini WWE standpoint, the fact that they brand so many shows leading up to the Psycho Circus, it's kind of something that sets them apart from
Yeah, it's dope.
any other indie that's running.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you got the Royal Rumble, you got your Survivor Series, you got your Mania. And NYWC for years now has been doing this like sideshow.
Right. I think the
House of
sideshow is
Madness,
next
you
month.
know?
I think the sideshow is going to be next month, Larry, and I think the circus might be in April, or maybe not. Maybe not. Usually
No,
it's February. Yeah.
Black History. It's February, I believe.
But so then what are they going to
Oh
run?
God, I think it's the same time. I think it's the same date as Roberto's show.
No, Larry, no.
Oh no.
I might have to come out of retirement, go ringing out.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to do it.
I'm gonna
kid.
wear a suit. I'm gonna wear. I want you to
can't
pick me
leave.
out a suit to wear.
Who the fuck would announce XPW if I wasn't there? Oh, Rich Palladino.
Oh God.
So, the way that you win giveaways on this show.
No disrespect, Rich, but you ain't doing that shit.
Let's get to the giveaways. Larry, I know that you'll be there, and we're going to get into it with Judge Joe later.
It's my favorite part.
If this is your favorite part of the show, Brian the Merch Lord bestows us all with giveaways every week. And as Larry and Brian both make sure to do what is needed to be done to get us demonetized here. No,
Am I
no,
not
I'm
supposed
just
to be
kidding.
doing
It was
this?
just very funny. Brian's smoking and you're pouring a White Claw. This is very funny. You guys look great.
This is a classy show, Pat. Okay? This is class.
Yo, so the giveaways,
Alex, I'm
Brian,
drinking out of.
show us what last week's giveaway was.
Last week's giveaways brought to you by XPW is the poster from Drive-In Massacre.
I'm on it.
Larry is
I'm
on it.
that.
Where are you, Larry?
I gotta be.
Yeah.
Am I not on it?
Oh, there you are.
I'm not on it.
There you are.
Yeah, boy.
I love that
Never
poster.
made it on.
You and
Just
Ron.
trying to get away from talking about making this every week. Somebody
And
says,
then also the crew pass from
Is
The
this
Beautiful
actually the
Disaster,
right huge show?
signed by
God's
Roberto.
sake.
"Oh my god, I'm
Negro.
trying to get away. I was like, okay, let's stop talking about
Yeah,
XPW.
we
Let's
need
do
to
the
Let's get
giveaways."
Shannon
This
Hunter.
is the giveaway.
Let's get Shannon Hunter on. Let's start putting our feet over there.
Jesus Christ!
That was delicious dab, by the way.
All right, so all you got to do to win this
Comment.
is comment. So this is last week's giveaway. So let's read last week's comments. Bren says, "I'm just leaving a comment so Pretty Boy Pat will have to read this. As always, love the show. Thank you, Bren. Your name has
PBP.
been marked down."
PBP.
This person, T-Bo Bones, just says Slava. So you're entered to win. We got to talk
What are you
about
gonna do?
this. But after the giveaways, you have to remind me, we have to give everyone a Kevin Gill update after this. Did Kevin Gill cancel because he's allergic to cats? The Roach, John Richter, loves Slava, such a nice guy in this interview. We agree. Brew says Schlack has been skimping on his weekly 5-minute contract. He needs to come back and personally apologize to Begins for disrespecting the two-star at XPW.
Fucking champion. He's probably eating barbecue. You know what? He's got a lot of shit on his plate, too.
Alex Snow says, I can't wait to tune in next week as Kevin Gill, if he shows up, why he, at 85 years old, he acts like a 14-year-old. Can't wait to tune in next week. Ask Kevin Gill if he shows up, why at 85 years old he acts like a 13-year-old trying to be cool. Slava should definitely have
the same comment twice?
No, I read it again because I just wanted a good clip of me reading it. just so that our haters could screen record a good take and send it to Kevin Gill.
He said 14 and one time he said 13. That's why I asked.
Slava should definitely have a podcast. And Light had no clue. And I had no clue Riddle stole his girl. I thought Slava just had a bad interaction with him. Also, when is Eric Dillinger coming on the show? Brian, do you want to try to book Eric Dillinger?
Well, he was booked.
Dude, he's probably going to no-show on us because we fucked with him.
He is a nice man and was very understanding and said that he will come whenever we want to have him. And to just shoot him a message.
And Urka says, what a sensational interview with Slava. Guest request, Vinny Massaro. Larry, do you know Vinny Massaro?
I know Vinny.
Can you pull some strings and get him on the show for Urka?
Sure.
All right. Also, while I rip these names up and put them into the Newport box for the giveaway, before we get to anything else, we need to talk about what's going on with Kevin Gill because we ended last week's show saying that Kevin Gill was going to be on this week, but he was actually scheduled for next week. This week has always been Joe Dred.
Right. That was my mistake. That was my mistake.
So I ended the show.
Quite the kerfluffle.
I ended the show last week by saying that a little birdie had informed me that, Brian, because of your behavior and your absolute relentless abuse of what you call the First Amendment, Kevin Gill was not going to come on the show. I had an inside track, an inside birdie tell me that. So you didn't believe it. Nobody believed me. But why don't you tell everybody what's going on with next week's guest?
Well, without me taking any action, it might have been a day or two after the show, Kevin Gill himself contacted me saying that he has good news and bad news.
Okay, all right. Did he ask you which one you wanted first?
No.
Damn it. Okay, keep going.
No. Basically, Kevin
Gill don't play no goddamn games, Pat.
Whatever. Basically, he then told me that the bad news is that he has scheduling conflicts, and that he is unable to make his booked date on the Blvd Bullies.
Which he told you upon booking his ass that I might have a fucking conflict.
Absolutely. On booking him, he told me that he might have on that date when it comes.
So at that point, Bride, you should have been like, well, hit us when you're ready.
Right. Well, I didn't say. I still have. I haven't said anything. He's messaging me this good news, bad news situation, and then he said that's the bad. The bad news is that he has a scheduling conflict, unable, and we'll make it up. We'll make his date up in the new year. But Mike from Circle 6 would be interested in coming on the show instead of me. And he thinks that would be very good to discuss Circle 6 and their mission.
Huh.
Because Kevin Gill is Circle 6.
Pat.
Yes.
Pat, with you being all like, we're becoming XPW.
I'm just the voice of the people. I'm reading the comments.
I mean, this would be a great way to fucking Democrat, Republican this shit. Blood crippet.
Branch out.
Talk to Circle 6.
Talk to Circle 6. Give them a platform.
Circle 6 Mike is the one who was the nucleus behind the MDK merch movement, correct, for GCW at the time that they started rolling in the goddamn motherfucking dough through that MDK merch. That's the guy that wants to that Kevin Gill said we should have on?
Well, I didn't know. I didn't even know. I just know him as the man that is the guy that was talking to Kevin Gill during the last pay-per-view and also an alleged rapist.
Well, if you guys don't know, I know Circle 6 Mike as the MDK merch guy.
Yeah, that's
like
what
MDK
was told
merch,
to me
like
too.
he created and like the old website. He ran the old merch website. Like I'm not sure what I understand
whatever
what that
MDK
means.
is, all that shit pumped out. Listen, we're talking like, you know.
He's the billionaire. He's the billionaire backer of MDK.
Mike is awesome. I'm seeing in the chat. Yo, I would love to get other people like that aren't, you know, like just that are outside of our bubble, you know? I think that would be cool.
I haven't contacted him. I wanted to speak with the boys first.
Do you think that Mike is going to be mad at us when he comes on?
Why?
Because we like made fun of Kevin Gill and like Brian's kind of a little like agitator in the chat.
I've never made fun of Kevin. I do the B. Arthur. The
Sean works with Kevin Gill.
Huh? Kevin Gill lives in my neighborhood. I saw him at the White Castle drive-thru just a few weeks ago.
You had an interaction.
Was he buying food?
He was. He had the bag secured. Sliders. Impossibles.
Those shits are lit. If you haven't had one, they're actually really good.
It's not meat.
It's not meat, but it's delicious.
Yeah, why don't you just eat shit?
Because shit tastes gross.
Yeah, but what if they were able to make it impossible where you wouldn't believe that you were eating shit?
If it was impossible shit?
Yeah.
Well, then it wouldn't be shit, Larry. It would be impossible.
Well, that's what makes it impossible. Right? That shit
Why would you make impossible shit, though?
But it's delicious. You're like, it's not meat, but it's delicious. Well, shit ain't delicious. Why don't they make it impossible? Shit was a burger.
This shit comes out of your butt.
If it was impossible, it wouldn't be called impossible shit. It would be
something that's impossible for you to believe that you can consume. Would you do it then?
I don't know.
Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah.
Welcome to 420.
It's all marketing. It's all marketing. We're all market. Yeah, like Mussolini and goddamn.
The winner is TEHRO. Yo, see, I always just pronounce this the Roach.
The Roach. That's what we call him.
Okay, good.
That's what I say.
It's all
I feel like
dyslexic.
he's a long-time viewer.
You're the winner of the poster and the thing, and most importantly, it's the 420 Hanukkah episode. Brian, can you go get that menorah from the background and announce to us what this week's giveaway is?
Well, that's all right if you want me to.
No, do whatever you want. Just show us the giveaway. It's Larry's favorite time.
I love this part.
It's cordless. It's battery powered, so it's lit.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the oils.
Lit up like a. I once started.
All right, this week's giveaway is we're giving away something that wasn't claimed. This wasn't claimed. This was won, but nobody sent an address.
Is it Kid Osborne?
No. This is the stickers. This is the stickers that we don't know if you once you take off this. Want me to take them out now?
Nobody even wants that shit. That's legendary shit.
I mean, they didn't contact us, and now it's too late.
Right. Maybe you should let me start to give some shit away. I got tons of shit.
This is cool. Here. This is cool shit. And people. There was a lot of comments on that video, and I'm sure there's people.
He opened it.
I mean, this is my own. I'm giving this box. This is XBW box. XBW. God damn it.
That's his own.
Now, weren't we wondering if they were stickers or cards?
No, they are stickers. We're wondering if there's an image behind.
Peel one of them.
I'm not going to peel it. This is up to the person that receives them if they want.
But nobody wants them.
Peel one.
It's a giveaway, Larry. The person was supposed to claim them, and they weren't claimed.
This doesn't make this my favorite part. If people don't even give a fuck.
If you peel one, you could save this entire segment.
All right, fuck off, everybody. I'm going to peel it.
Well, show us. Show us. Don't peel it off camera.
I'm going to peel the Goldberg one because
Goldberg.
He's Jewish.
It's a Hanukkah Advent peel thing.
I'm ruining the card set
You're really going to do it.
Peel it. Peel it.
It's not easy to peel, guys.
Don't peel it. Is
it not peelable?
Well, if it's not, then I'm going to ruin the card. No, it's coming.
Wait, show. C-U-M.
It's blank.
All right, peel it. Peel it.
I don't want to. I'm not going to peel the whole way.
Peel the whole thing. Yeah.
Why? Why do you want me to do that?
Because it looks good. It's satisfying to watch you peel it. Just peel it.
That's as far as I'm peeling it because the sticker is still being thrown in the giveaway.
Dude, that was going to be our most viral clip. People love peelings.
So they came out with a product.
But wait,
that
there's part.
information.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Larry, but there's a part 2 to this giveaway. The more special part to this giveaway is the dreidels. They are Hanukkah dreidels. They make sound when you spin them, and I wrote the directions how to play with my own hands and signed it Jewberg.
Brian, could you show the symbols at the top? Did you throw an upside down cross in there?
I did, and a pentagram and a Jewish star.
That's
and
so
and then
awesome.
I drew the pictures that are on the dreidels.
That looks like something.
And what they do. I'm sorry if you cannot read my handwriting, but I tried.
That looks like something.
That is so thoughtful of you.
That's beautiful.
Everybody better comment and try to win that.
Yeah, you better try to win these goddamn dreidels. Happy Hanukkah.
God, y'all. I did not put do not disturb on my phone, so shit is coming in with people who want to talk to me. I'm sorry.
No, we can't see it.
All right, but I'm just saying, like, that means the potential of someone, like, fucking just bombarding me or something.
You're getting bombarded.
Bitches see I'm doing shit, so they want to, like, be like, hey.
Brian, we are going to have Judge Joe Dred, which, man, that is a marbly mouthed thing. What's going on? I was working all weekend, and somewhere around yesterday evening, I looked at the group text that had like 3,000 messages unread. And they were all about something that was happening in Deathmatch Elite, about screenshots of messages that were shared, and like fake profiles. Larry, could you speak to me in a human language about what's going on from your perspective, Larry?
So I got my link. From Roberto to share with the world to let them know that this Sunday in Van Nuys, it's XPW Merry Christmas 2. And in wanting to share that with my most plentiful amount of followers, I guess, Facebook and widespread, I published a post about it with the link. And after I did that, I guess I just scrolled a little bit just to see what was going on. And I came across Deathmatch Elite. And there was some person that was sharing all these screenshots and it written a very lengthy post about what these screenshots were. And it was just like it was almost like too overwhelming to like get into more than one of the screenshots. And then when you started to read the words, like the language of this person about why they were posting this, I just kind of was like, whoa.
All right,
I don't
Brian.
remember being like that. I don't remember I remember Masashi Takeda shit and fucking Necro Butcher shit and
all right, enough,
recaps,
Larry. Enough. Brian has his finger on the pulse. He's rocking back and forth with the ups and downs of life, ready to blow the lid off of this. So, Brian, could you walk us through from day one? Larry, I wanted to get it from your point.
Okay.
But that was me. I was too overwhelmed to even look at
it's all
anything.
right. Pat. I was overwhelmed as well.
So
like Alan Bogingo.
But Brian,
you guys are little babies.
Got into the thick of it. So walk me through.
I mean, Brian.
I am an admin of this Deathmatch Elite. Right, well,
and it offended my
that's
eyes.
what it's for.
It offended my eyes to the group that I am a member of. That some shit like that was on it.
How dare you?
I'm going to say,
those
you know why
types of groups are the ones
Larry,
that I don't want to be a part of.
Not good groups. All right, Brian, start us
Larry is upset because the person was making a post against people that Larry likes.
Okay, hold on.
I make posts all the time against people that Larry doesn't like, and you think it's funny. I make disgusting, offensive posts.
You never made a post like that. You never made a post like that.
I still don't understand.
Because people are weird. There's weird people that exist, but people that are weird are allowed to exist.
I'm not
what is happening? Wait a second.
Exist. You don't need them in the group.
Tell me what's happening.
There is a person.
Wait, no. I need to know what post you're referring. What was the first post and where was it? Please tell me Tell me what you're talking about.
There's a post. There's a
Who's the
post
most succinct
on
one?
Deathmatch Elite
Okay.
talking shit about Andy Lawler and basically Rob Black, and that it's pro ICW, and that Danny DeMonto is like the Lord and Savior of deathmatch wrestling.
And he's an okay guy. Hey, Danny's okay.
Right.
It's to me what I was reading, and I'm like, no.
Well, right. But
No, it's not.
But
Like,
people
people
are allowed to have their opinions of him.
On top of that, there's an old saying amongst us real G's, like the loudest in the room is the wrongest in the room.
I don't understand what
We're not on Deathmatch Elite to see no motherfucking screen caps.
I've
like the
posted
fucking
screen
talk
caps.
about-
So where did the screen caps come in? You said that somebody just posted a pro and anti post.
It was like
Oh,
it was a
no,
conversation.
Brad, I
It
want
was
you to see it.
screenshots. It was screenshots of a conversation had on Facebook between Andy Lawler and Danny DeMonto.
Now, Pat, right there, don't that seem like some hoe ass shit?
Yeah, but I did that.
That's
I've
not
done
for
that.
death. It's called Deathmatch Elite. That shit ain't elite.
Yeah, but it's
Get
called
the
Deathmatch
fuck
Elite because
outta here.
Andy Lawler named it Deathmatch Elite. That's just the name of the chat room. It's a goddamn
I
forum.
want to see that shit.
It's a goddamn.
Some fucking shit.
I still don't-
Miyamoto and BJW or Abdullah Kobayashi. Nobody want to read that fucking shit.
It's
Take it up
so
to
people do.
goddamn
Dude, it has one of
DeMonto.
the most It's one of the most
Motherfuckers, the
interacted with
stars of the
posts.
industry, and you're gonna give them the time of day to infect my motherfucking eyes?
Yeah, but you
On
don't
some
have to
shit
look
that's
at it.
supposed to be
No,
elite?
Larry, I don't agree. I don't agree.
I don't
with
understand. What
All
were the
right, well, agree to disagree.
what were the screenshots of exactly? What were
this.
these?
It was a conversation had on Facebook between Danny DeMonto and Andy Lawler. They had like a little argument going back and forth about why Andy doesn't fuck with Danny, and then Danny was coming back at Andy why he doesn't fuck with Andy, and it was.
And who posted
basically,
this? And who posted this?
This guy Alan Bongnio.
Who?
We don't even
Where did
know
he
if
get
it's
these screenshots from?
It's on Facebook. It's in the. I guess it's Andy Lawler had made a different post talking about the same screenshots.
So Andy Lawler shared these screenshots originally.
Well, right. He shared
on Deathmatch Elite or just in the ether?
On Death. What we were, me, Rob Black, and Andy Lawler were all in Facebook jail, right? Then we all came out, and I came out and I was posting offensive things, and Andy Lawler came out and posted a post about Danny DeMonto and the screenshots. And then
on Deathmatch Elite or just in the ether?
On Deathmatch Elite. And then Alan Bongnio went ahead and took these screenshots and made his own pro Danny post. Why can't he do that? He can do that. A lot of people think that it's not a real person. A lot of people think it's a troll, that it's not a real Facebook profile. When you go to the Facebook profile, all there is a picture of his face and a battle vest full of black metal bands that are white supremacists. So it's a very strange profile, but I think that doesn't mean much. Oh,
my God, Jesus Christ! Finally,
yo, bro, what do you think about?
Save our show.
What do you think about this motherfucker Bojingo? What do you think about Bojingo, bro?
I think this might be Bojingo.
El Schlacko agrees with freedom of speech.
Hold on, let's let the man talk. You there? Are you there?
Who's connecting to the audio?
Okay.
Oh,
here he comes. Here he comes. We got it. We got him.
Hola, amigo.
¿Cómo estás, mi compadre?
Sean's not here. We don't understand Spanish.
Ay, cabrón. No,
Maricón.
Solo, El Flaco.
Welcome. Bienvenido.
Happy Hanukkah.
I got back from Sirius Radio. Eat the Turnbuckle is coming back. A new track entitled "The Best There Is, the Best There Was, the Best There Ever Will Be." Dropped today on Liquid Metal.
Nice.
So we can listen to it right now.
You can listen to it right now. The episode just aired at 6 o'clock, and it airs sporadically for the next week, about 10 more times.
Nice.
We announced that. We talked about the documentary, and I have another thing that I'm going to drop right now on the Bullies. And you know what that is?
What?
Eat the Turnbuckle is doing one final show. The final Bloodbath Battle Royal. And that is going to be on April 4th.
That's my
April
birthday.
4th, WrestleMania weekend in Philadelphia, PA. More details coming soon.
It's the day of my birth.
Bro, I just did the Vince Swallow.
Yeah. Wow,
Bro,
that's
Brian,
incredible.
your birthday?
That's incredible, El Schlacko.
4-4, baby.
I assure you, it's going to be the craziest fucking thing anyone has ever seen. WrestleMania weekend in Philadelphia, the birthplace of essentially American hardcore wrestling, and the birthplace of the craziest, most violent band of all time, which is Eat the Turnbuckle. And we are going to be having the final Battle Royal Bloodbath. Let that culminate in your brains and think about what that's going to be. Think about what it is. And just remember, it's WrestleMania weekend, April 4th.
It's going to smell so bad.
It's going to smell like pennies.
Imagine what it smells like.
It's going to smell like pennies.
El Schlacko, tell us all about your liquid metal fucking extravaganza and adventure. 8 a.m. call time.
8 a.m. call time. Well, we had to get there at noon, apparently.
Oh, okay.
And we got there late. Well, we had to leave at like 8 o'clock because we had to drive from fucking Philadelphia, and I had to come from Mexico. It was a long fucking drive from Mexico. The other guys came from Philadelphia.
Right.
Right.
But
Of course.
there was 3 accidents in the fucking Holland Tunnel. It took the guys and myself 3 hours to get through the goddamn Holland Tunnel. So,
Fucking asshole drivers.
Yeah,
The
we're
best
there.
is to go across the GWB and drive down.
Yeah, dude. We're in there, and Sean the Butcher, who hosted the episode of Liquid Metal, he's like, "Yo, dude, you guys almost here yet?" We're like, "Yeah, we're just getting to the thing, the Holland Tunnel. It's like 12:10." He's like, "Dude, we only have the studio till 1." I'm like, "Well, that would have been nice to fucking know. We would have left even earlier, but whatever." They extended the time, so we got to do the full episode, the full hostile fucking DJ takeover. We recommended songs we wanted to hear. We talked about touring shit, the premiere of the new song, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, parentheses, fight forever. We talked about the Bloodbath Battle Royal and lots of other shit. But
fucking awesome.
that fucking serious building, I don't know if any of you guys ever been in there. That's some serious shit in there, dude. It's crazy. They have like digital elevators, and there's like, because it's like 60 floors in that building.
High tech shit.
You go in, you get these like plastic cards from the security desk, and you put them in the turnstile, and it makes the turnstile open. And there's like digital fucking elevators, and it goes, you type in the thing, and it goes elevator 1C and 2, E are going to be going to the 40th floor, which Sirius XM radio is on.
They're trying real hard to keep out the psychos. I'm surprised they let you in there.
I couldn't believe we were in there either.
He belonged
Sure
there.
everyone was looking at it like, why the fuck are these?
And you had the belts. You had the belts too, right?
Yeah. So looked very interesting. I borrowed the belts from Schlack. Actually, I never met the guy, but he looks very handsome. I've seen video footage of him.
Yeah.
Very handsome. And I know you would think Schlack has the same exact decor in his house as I do. I would have never believed it if someone didn't tell me. You know what I'm saying? I would have never believed it. But the man obviously has primo taste, for textile and furniture alone.
Impeccable.
I mean, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
Is walking into Sirius radio building with no sleeves on your shirt and 2 belts the coolest thing you've ever done? That's got to be like, that's got to be top 5.
I'm going to be honest, dude. It made us feel like we actually knew what we were doing, kind of like we were like a real band and not like a piece of shit that got over just place.
Awesome.
Well, you fucking just put up that documentary too. That's legendary shit, man. It's really nothing to fucking joke around about. You guys are fucking top tier shit.
That's in like film festivals right now, so that should be available probably like mid-summer after it goes through the cycle of all the film festivals, and then it's going to be like live streamed, available for Blu-ray. You know, because there'll be a ton of Easter eggs on the Blu-ray. So we got to have hard copy. We're shooting for like a fucking cult, you know, DVD, Blu-ray, you know, like GGL's and shit, Mentor Spock video, you know. So you got to put it out on hard copy, right?
Hell yeah.
VHS.
It's going to be live streamed. Oh, also the Fight Forever, the Battle Royal, the final Battle Royal Bloodbath will be live streamed on XPW.com. The XPWWrestling.com.
Yeah, whatever their website is. Whatever the XPW website.
Stream XPW.com.
Yeah, that's what it'll be on.
XPW.com.
El Schlacko, will we see you at XPW going loco when they're in Houston?
I don't know. Rob Black. I never met this guy, Rob Black. He seems like an awesome guy.
Roberto Negro.
Sorry.
Yeah, Roberto Negro. C. You gotta excuse me. My English isn't so good. You know, it's my second language.
My friend.
My friend.
That's incredible.
But you go in the elevators and then we go up, and then there's like this main foyer in the Sirius floor, right? And there's all little booths, you know, like 30 booths all around the main foyer, where the DJs rent, or you know, they put a hold on the rooms and they go in there to the building and like say, you know, Kenny G is in one room from one radio station. They're doing a live podcast for Rosie O'Donnell or some shit,
right?
Or you know, or maybe possibly one day the Blvd Bullies are doing a live podcast on Sirius XM radio station. Never know.
You never know.
It's possible here, dude.
Speak that
but when you
shit.
get that foyer, there's like big flat screen TVs, and they post who is in the fucking, you know, in the rooms, and they got like Eat the Turnbuckle on the screen. They have in-house photographers that come up immediately and they start taking pictures of you in front of the, like, you know, the Sirius XM.
Like some red carpet shit.
Oh my
That's
god.
dope as fuck.
Some fucking dude comes up to us. He's like, "Would you like a water or coffee? Perhaps a latte? Perhaps a latte." Yo, dude.
Perhaps a latte.
Dude, I was like, as soon as he said, "Would you like a latte?" I turned to fucking Goldberg and I was like, "Yo, dude, I think we finally made it."
Did you get the latte though? You got it. You had to go like, yes, the latte immediately.
Throw it in the trash.
Disgusting.
Ask for a goddamn beer.
I know what you mean, because one time I was in the Versace store.
Do you have old German beer by any chance? Can we get an old? Do you have a few old Germans? That's what you would say to the guy.
It's El Schlacko. He's got the Cate.
Right, sorry.
Got Tecate.
He's got the
Modelos.
Modelo.
Modelo, por favor.
There you
I'm
go.
sorry. Go
Yo,
on, Larry. Sorry.
But El Schlacko, one time I was in the Versace store and they bought Jay-Z out some Cristal. And I was like, oh yeah. When the bigwigs are there, they bring them shit. They like give them amenities just because they're there. So yeah, I know what you mean. How it must have felt for fucking someone to just offer you a fucking latte for doing nothing but being there.
Right. Especially, you know, we're like such garbage humans. You know what I mean? We got
right, yeah. You're from Camden. I mean, you know, Camdeno.
El Camdeno. It's like a deep
Camdeno. Yeah.
in like Peruvian area. But dude, and you're in the foyer, right? And they're also on this. Well, up the steps, there's like the mezzanine. There's the Stern floor, and Stern and shit's up there. Dude, he's got his own elevator.
His own shit. His own fucking wing, right? His own fucking.
You're not even allowed to come. You're not even allowed to come out of the rooms in the hallway when Stern is walking down the hallway.
Dude,
Yeah,
otherworldly.
dude. Tell me that ain't some serious motherfucking juice. You know what I mean?
Dude, he probably doesn't
That's some
touch
serious
anybody.
juice, man.
He probably
Yeah.
doesn't touch
Juice.
anybody ever. He never
No.
touches a person, I bet.
Come on, Lar, would you, if you were stirring with
No!
No, I don't want to run into eat the turnbuckle in the hallway.
Like, yo, when it's in the hallway, you look at the floor, motherfucker.
Yeah, and
You
tell
look at the
everybody to
floor.
look at the floor. Yeah. That's awesome.
Well, he's got his own elevator that no one else goes in. And dude, what was awesome is Richard Christie came down from the stern floor and was like, yo, I heard that Eat the Turnbuckle was in here. I wanted to meet you guys.
Yes.
How rad is that?
That's
You know, like,
awesome.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah, you made it, bro.
Dude,
That's
I'm
the coolest
not,
shit.
I'm not, the biggest Death fan. I like the band, respect.
Oh,
But-
Oh,
jeez.
Jesus
What
Christ.
the fuck? This is not Judge
A little early.
Dred.
You're a little early.
Oh, we don't check in yet?
No, it's 8 p.m. sharp.
We
My
got
bad.
El Schlacko on, and here you come.
Oh,
Oh,
all right.
fuck
Okay.
out.
All right. Much
Get
better.
him
Much better.
out,
He's going to deport me.
Sorry, Schlack.
He's going to deport me.
motherfucker.
Anyway, listen, guys. I heard when I first came on here, when I checked in, someone told me that Schlack has a 10-minute clause in his contract, and I would like to think probably because we're very similar, same with the core, everything, that I probably would have the same exact type deal.
Okay.
And I can send you an email or a Venmo me.
Well, no. We'll say goodbye for now. Because as you can see,
Yeah,
someone's
we had
already
somebody
chomping at the
pop
bit.
in. We gotta go now.
Someone's already
Yeah,
chomping
shoot.
at the
You know what?
fucking bit.
We'd love to
Chomping at the
talk
bit.
money, but we ran out of time, Schlacko.
Yeah, we gotta say goodbye. Adios.
Adios, Schlacko.
Thanks for dropping the. So the
you can
Boulevard
send me
Bullies.
You can send me some pesos to my Venmo, and I'll stay a little longer if you like.
No,
No,
it's okay. Next
we
time.
gotta
Next
get
time.
fucking
Next time,
Dyke.
Schlacko. Next time,
Motherfucking
Schlacko.
Dyke wants to come on, so sorry.
Gracias.
I'm sorry.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Gracias,
Hasta
Schlacko.
mañana.
Gracias. Gracias, Schlacko.
Oh, jeez.
Adios,
Can't do it. He's
Sashamo.
figured it out. There he is. Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Now wait a minute.
What was
Who the fuck
happening
was that?
there?
What's that?
I thought that he was in gimmick, so I was rude to him, but then I think he hung up like, oh, fuck, my bad. So now I feel like bad because he was like, oh, we don't check in. I thought he was going to get into a shtick. Oh,
Why was
my
he
God.
even there? Why were you even there?
Hey,
You're not the judge.
Where's our guest?
where's
sir?
the judge?
I'm sorry. Were you expecting somebody different?
Yeah, I
advertised-
nicely had a nice conversation with Mr. Dred, and he told me he was going to come on our show.
Damn, that's crazy. But the thing is, I'm here, and we can talk, however long or. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wait a second.
This is great.
Oh, excuse me.
He doesn't want to
coming.
show, does he not want to show his face? He's just,
How we doing, guys?
oh, here he comes. Brian, what is going on? Oh, wow, this guy.
All right, there's the guy.
There's our guest.
What the
Now they've
fuck
both
is
arrived.
jury?
They've both arrived.
Where's the jury?
Larry, could you give us an intro? I don't know this other gentleman. Could you give the intro this week?
Oh,
All
yeah.
right,
that'll be
ladies
easy.
and gentlemen, joining us now on Boulevard Bullies versus the World, the judge, Joe Dred, and with him as always, Stephen Jury.
The Dyke.
Hello.
I've decided if I'm going to come on this piece of shit show, I wasn't going to do it without legal representation first. So before I begin, I'll let my attorney deal with all of you degenerates.
Brian, you fucked this, Brian. What
Hey,
have you
listen
done?
to
Brian,
this, goddammit.
You booked this guy? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I hate to be the one to burst the fun bubble in the room. But we got a date on Sunday night, don't we, Joe?
Yes, sir.
So after dealing with injustice after injustice, not getting title shots, being made to face the MAGA butcher, having referees that may or may not be on someone's payroll making weird, slow counts, we now have to deal with the consensus best deathmatch wrestler in the world, Eric Ryan.
Yeah, he's the king of the death.
We are being targeted. We are the victims of such tremendous injustice. And those injustices will be corrected in due time, every single one of them. That includes old patriotic men, that includes annoying Brits in their underwear, and on Sunday it's going to include the king of the death match, Eric Ryan. Now that my short spiel is over, and God, I hope all of this is over soon, my client has a statement that he would like to make. Hi, Larry.
That's very rude. You were invited here.
He wasn't
You were
sure.
nicely invited.
I don't know why he's here.
Judge was invited nicely, sir, but
And
this
just ate
fucking
up
guy.
all that time.
Oh no.
So
I'm just heartbroken over the disposition you're put in, Larry. I like your shirt though.
I mean, you weren't invited. Can we hear from our guest, the judge?
Cry more.
Well, go ahead, Judge. I mean, you gave me what you gotta say.
My lawyer speaks the truth. I have been dealt injustice after injustice after injustice. I've seen Jeff King, who lost to the MAGA Butcher, in a less competitive fashion, get an opportunity at the title. There is a conspiracy out there to ruin old Judge Joe Dred. The fact of the matter is, even the MAGA Butcher couldn't hold his tongue after stepping in the ring with me. There is no faster rising star all across this nation than Judge Joe Dred, and there is all because of the help of my loyal, competent attorney, Stephen Jury.
Well, maybe, Judge, if you will, the reason that Jeff King gets the opportunity is because we never see Jeff King in the Ukrainian Center in Los Angeles. We never see him. We never see him in Detroit running around in the sixes of the circles. Maybe Jeff King got the opportunity because we know Jeff King is an ex-PW guy. And maybe the reason we see you all around is because of that motherfucking dyke who ate up all that time, who's the one that's arranging for you to pop over here and there and everywhere. How about that?
Oh, yes. Riddle me this. Why Jeff King gets the opportunities? Because he can't get booked anywhere else, because I put food on the table, and because I cash checks and break necks. All because I have a manager, I have an attorney who deals with the litigation to give me the opportunities that I should have been getting since day fucking one. I'm sick and tired of your biases, Larry. I'm sick and tired of all you XPW marks constantly handing out your opinions of who deserves it. The fact of the matter is, the only reason that I don't have the XPW King of the Deathmatch Championship strapped over my shoulder is because Rob Black likes to keep his boyfriend closer than he does his enemies. He's protecting that buffoon, that creatine-stuffed, ignorant monster from his judgment day. And I'm going to prove this Sunday. I don't care if your name is Eric Ryan. I don't care if you call yourself the king of the death match. There is one true number one contender, and it's me. I am going to do to that man unthinkable things. And I know before you all open your mouth that I've heard what your deathmatch elite groups have said. It's going to be a walk in the park for Eric Ryan. Maybe Joe can shock the world. The real shocking thing is going to be if Rob Black gets his head out of his ass and actually has to deal with myself and Jury when my hand is raised and I am the true number one contender. I wonder what Schlack or that idiot immigrant El Schlacko are going to say about that then.
El Schlacko and Rob Black are friends of the program. I mean, I don't even know what to say to all this. Brian, what have you done? What have you done by giving this guy a platform?
I'm shocked. I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lovely conversation. This idiot with his glasses, looking like my ex's girlfriend's mother, is sitting here.
Think about her a lot?
I don't.
Like
you just look just like her.
Look like
you have the same facial hair and everything.
Yeah.
And Judge, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
I'm speechless about
You
this.
know what? I think, you know what? If there's anything Rob
on
Black
Hanukkah, you're doing this on Hanukkah.
If there's anything Rob Black,
Jesus
if there's anything
Christ.
Rob Black is protecting, it's protecting the XPW championship popping up on one of the shows that you Judge, that your dyke lawyer is getting arranged for you. You know,
Money's money, Larry. Money's money.
XPW championship in H2O. You'll take it anyway.
You're supposed to be an weren't you a child pastor?
You would be privileged.
You're a child
if
pastor.
Judge
You're not
Joe
supposed to deal with
Dred
alleged rapists.
would take the
Judge Joe
XPW King of the Deathmatch Championship all around the country. You would be proud to see that championship strapped over Joe Dred's shoulder while he goes to every other corner of this country and cleans out the best deathmatch wrestlers that they have to offer. You are afraid of that. And you know what? You should be.
Yeah, because Judge will pop into the chains. You'll pop up in the chains or the pit. I bet you if you got the opportunity.
Yeah, you know why, Larry? Because I'm not closed-minded like you fucks. I am a visionary. I am cut from a different cloth because when I call myself king of the deathmatch, I'm the king of one kingdom, and that's all deathmatch. Schlack hides in his little shell doing his steroids and God knows what drugs like a goddamn degenerate. I am better than him because I'm straight edge. I'm better than him because I test myself every single goddamn day. I am better than every single one of you. And when I take that title, I think you're afraid. You're afraid that all your buddies, all your friends, Larry, all your favorites, Gins, all the people in Deathmatch Elite are afraid that I'm going to prove that I am the best deathmatch wrestler that you all didn't believe in and champion since day one because I wasn't doing dick spots and kissing spots and sucking off DeMonto in the back and letting him sell my ring gear for 50 cents on Facebook. I am the greatest thing to ever happen to XPW and to deathmatch wrestling. Yes, you're afraid that DeMonto and C6 H2O are going to finally believe in what Roberto Negro takes for granted. That's what you're afraid of.
I mean,
Brian,
you know what?
Yes, what the fuck? I don't care.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I think I agree. This guy won me over. Brian, Larry.
You right.
Yo, you know what? I'm convinced.
Roll another blunt, Larry. It's going to be a long night.
It's going to be a long night for you, Larry, and Brian, because I'm on these guys' team now. So that's all I have to say. Brian,
you know what? Judge cuts a good deal. We all know he cuts a good deal, okay? So don't come on our show. Don't come on our show trying to work my kids into being like, oh, he's right.
Yep. It's too late, Larry.
Brian,
I'm convinced. Go ahead, Brian.
You were talking about the pastor shit. Go ahead, Brian.
Brian, go ahead. Get deep. You know what?
Yeah.
Get deep into us. Because
you haven't been able to do very much even with this guy, with this lawyer you have. So I'm interested to see what happens this Sunday at Merry Christmas against Eric Ryan.
This isn't a race, Ginsburg. This is a marathon. Keep up.
Which are
I
also
don't like running
racist,
at all.
Brian.
Yeah, you don't look like you don't like running a lot. The only thing you
look
run
at your
probably...
goddamn. You're lucky
Brian,
that I covered your little boobs. I covered your boobs with your name on the promo. Okay, you're lucky I was nice. I could have left your boobs out,
Brian,
but I covered them.
Don't talk about the
First
boobs.
of all,
just saying.
You wouldn't know a peck if it came and smacked you in the face. The only reason you got a big titty girlfriend is probably because you're funneling her with drugs. Because there's no way she'd come with a second-rate hobo. Didn't I kick your ass this weekend in Detroit? Oh no, that was Kill Billy. Whatever. You look like a cracked out Kill Billy. And you're going to come for me body shaming? Very, very 2010 of you, Brian.
I didn't start the body. I didn't start the body shaming, Judge. It
You
was your
started the
fucking
body shaming.
goddamn
I
lawyer. I
told
said
you
I
to
don't
keep-
run, and he said I don't look like I run, motherfucker. He started the body shame. So blame your lawyer. The goddamn
Yeah, blame
dyke.
your
I'd have to
fucking
read back-
lawyer.
I didn't hear a
who shouldn't
transcript.
even be on here.
Oh, my
Try.
goodness. You know for a
Yeah.
fact, you act like you did me a favor. I did you a favor by making an appearance on this second rate. I could have gone on any show I wanted to. I did this despite not even seeing if the check cleared, and judging by you people, I'm still not sure if it's going to clear.
We don't pay
But
people. on
all
this show.
because I wanted
come
to
here out of
prove
their
and say to
loveliness of their
your
hearts.
face
Oh yeah.
that I'm going to continue to prove to XPW. And when we have this conversation again, I will not just have one special guest in terms of my lawyer. I will have another, and it'll be the XPW King of the Deathmatch Championship. I will take her.
It's an
to
inanimate
every
object.
corner
It's an inanimate
of the
object. It's not a
world.
person. That's not a person.
See, that's
So is your girlfriend when you
not a
ask that?
visionary.
Shut up and listen
Not
to
a
the
person,
It's
that's not
judge.
called
person.
manifestation.
No, that's
Ask
not.
her
Oh my
freaking-
God! You know what?
This is straight edge talk that I can't deal with.
Oh, straight edge. So yeah,
Let me
you
ask
haven't
you
had a
something.
single
Hey guys,
Child
what did I
pastor.
miss?
Child
What did I
Child
miss?
pastor.
Degenerate clown.
Are you sure you
Each
didn't
and every
molest
one of you.
children?
The only one of you who has any
Guys.
sense is that other idiot sitting in the tent or whatever the hell his background is. That's the only one of you that makes any sense at all. You're degenerate, pot-smoking delinquents.
Pots? What does
I mean-
pot have to do with anything?
Yeah, that
He's
has
not
shit to
wrong.
do
It's
with
the devil's
anything.
lettuce. It does nothing but rot your
Don't
mind.
make that salad. Don't make that
Yeah.
salad.
Don't do it. Say no to drugs.
Whatever.
I smoked
Yeah,
weed
look,
with you,
look,
Jerry.
You're entitled. You're entitled to your own opinions.
What
Judge,
are you
have you
talking
ever won any of the major tournaments, the deathmatch tournaments that are out there, Insane Aid, Carnage Cup, any of those? Do you have any of those? I know you competed in the tournament of death. Do you have any of those under your belt yet?
Have I won any of those tournaments? All of those ended in injustices. By all technicality, we are in the process of undoing these things. That is why I have litigation like that. But on that same point, was Jeff King in any of those tournaments? Was Homeless Jimmy in any of those tournaments? I want you to name all the people who were in the Tournament of Death, who were in California, who were in King of the Kill. It was Judge Joe Dred. It wasn't these second-rate clowns that get to walk into XPW, knock on Roberto Negro's door, do a little song and dance, and they get an opportunity. Homeless Jimmy has been gone from XPW since I was in diapers. And he gets a shot at the King of the Death match.
It was the nostalgia of being back in the birthplace,
And
Van
that's-
Nuys, that he paved the way for.
Oh my
That
goodness.
is
I
the
guess so
problem.
no one's got to earn anything. No one's got to earn anything. We got to go through
It was a
Necro Butcher. We
homecoming
gotta
for
go
the
through Big
Van
F and
Nuys
Joe.
crowd.
Nothing's earned, right?
I thought it's a
Shut up,
marathon,
goddamn.
motherfucker. You're talking about
Goddamn.
marathon, so
Right.
you fucking got to earn your shit.
Yeah, his
Yeah, so
marathon
what's the point
ended
of
a
shitting on us
decade
for not
ago.
winning yet?
You know
His
what?
marathon
All right, I have
ended
a
decade ago.
question, Joe. I have a question, Judge. What is
Oh,
your
thank you.
strategy going into Sunday against Eric Ryan? What is your strategy?
Well, he's
with
not
this
going to
fuck?
tell us.
Oh,
Hey,
there
what
we
the
go.
hell? What the hell? We got the backup.
Ladies and gentlemen, what in the hell is going on? I leave the show for what almost been a day, and we have this mess? What is this mess?
this is what
is
happens when
this?
you're not here, Sean. See what happens?
What is this? Who was that man that we had with that little blue suit?
That's the fucking dyke.
That's the
Oh,
dyke.
is that my name? Is that my name?
Guys,
What?
That's very cute. Wow, reduced to a Facebook joke. I expected more of
you know,
Larry.
let's not call each other names. Sean, thank you for joining us. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah to you. I want to hear more from Judge Joe Dred about his strategy going into Sunday and where he's at mentally. Sean, thank you for
Let me
joining
hear
us.
that.
But try to
Please, if we
be
can
try to
have a
remain
moment.
impartial. Try to remain an impartial journalist, please.
I like your tree. I like your tree.
Somebody
Nice
should
guy.
be.
Thank you.
And
Somebody
also,
should
I think
be.
we can all agree, nice Christmas tree. Thank you.
Thank you. Feliz
Merry
cumpleaños,
Christmas.
Feliz Navidad, and happy Festivus for those who celebrate Festivus.
All right. So go ahead, Judge.
He's not going to tell us.
He's flabbergasted.
I'm flabbergasted because I was sure that Little Richard had passed away. I did not know he was coming on the show.
Listen.
Oh, dear God,
listen.
that ponytail. Is that for your boyfriend to just guide you on a sleigh ride? What is that?
Oh my goodness gracious!
Listen. I don't know what 1987 did for you. Saturday Night Main Event, Mr. Big Boss Man.
Okay.
Or maybe it was that tooth shot that you took.
That's a Hall of Famer.
That almost knocked all that hair right off your head.
Guys, please.
Was it
And
that?
Little Rick is a Hall of Famer too.
I'm
That's
sorry.
Hall of Fame for Hall of Fame.
I apologize.
That's really-
I apologize. I am actually I'm a big fan. I loved you in ECW, Jazz. You were amazing in the women's division. I see that the trend has started to catch up with your facial hair.
Listen, roadkill. I know it's been quite some time since you had some time inside the squared circle, but let's get back to reality. Your head was almost taken off this past weekend when you fought in a skate park. Was that right? We had some flames, and that light piece of head you had there almost flew off. Is that right?
And look at this.
How we
And
know that
still
that's not going to
intact.
happen this Sunday when XPW invades California?
Wait a second.
What are you
waiting for the strategy.
goddamn second.
We're waiting for his strategy.
I want to hear about
The
this.
2008 version of Legacy seems mad.
Were you hit with a flaming light tube? We have many questions in the chat about this flaming light tube. Sean, thank you for bringing it
That
up.
shouldn't have been allowed.
Yeah.
But who was the referee for that match?
Again,
Who's the
Clearly
referee?
not you.
you guys always focus on the chatter, the gossip, the viral clips. You never look at the context. People talk about how I was manhandled by the Butcher. Watch the tape back again as I picked that man up and slammed him down repeatedly on his back. He did not defeat me. He survived me. And the Killbilly got a single opportunity. And after spitting what only could be chewing tobacco spit into my eyes and blinding me like a sucker, then proceeded to light a light tube on fire and try to mutilate me. And even then, I walked away with a better fade than you have on your undercut there, Jazz. And I walked away with my hands raised because I took that Killbilly and I splattered him all over that skate park. His DNA will live there for all eternity. I threw that man wall to wall, chair to chair. I scrambled his brains. Eric Ryan should actually do some homework and see what I did to Nate Mowry and know that he can write an entire game plan, which I know he will. Because although I am on a mission, I am not underlooking Eric Ryan. He is the king of the death matches for a reason. He is arguably, in my opinion, one of the greatest, if not the greatest technical wrestlers in deathmatch wrestling today. But technicality does not equal ruthlessness. And there is no one more ruthless than Judge Joe Dred. There has been nobody, despite the outcome, that has been able to stop Joe Dred from walking out on his own 2 feet. So Eric Ryan will have to bring out every single tool in the tool belt, and it will still not be enough. Because at the end of the day, this match isn't going to be about hold for hold, move for move, spot for spot. This is going to be about who can spill the most blood and live to tell about it.
All right, guys, go home, guys. Go home. Let's go home.
I think
Listen, Hugh Morris, I wish you the absolute best of luck this Sunday. You have your luck cut out for you. Eric Ryan's not one who leaves everyone out to dry. He will hang you up out to dry.
Larry, do you have any final words? Larry, do you have any final words?
Let me just say, like
something.
you have your counsel, Stephen Jerry. Okay, Eric Ryan reps a brand called 440. Okay, so he may not come. He may not show up to Van Nuys alone, and that is something that you need to remember, jury.
Oh yeah,
He better hope that he doesn't show up alone.
Yeah, I'm real worried. I'm sure they're busy off doing whatever that needs to do. Hopefully they're busy retiring DeMonto. That's what they're busy doing. All righty, at least one of them. But the reality is, Eric Ryan better bring a fucking army, because he's not stepping into a ring with Judge Joe Dred He's stepping into my courtroom, and I am the shot caller. I'm the big baller. I'm going to be the true number one contender. And he's going to have to answer.
I'm going to interrupt you because Eric Ryan is actually the true number one contender. He beat Arrow Boy and still hasn't gotten his title shot.
Yeah.
So
We'll see
Eric
Ryan
Ryan
is
is the
on
true
Monday.
number one contender.
Until Joe beats him.
Sorry,
on
Mr.
Monday.
Dred, and your rudeness and your dyke lawyer, but I think you guys should leave now and go wrestle Eric Ryan this Sunday at XPW.
Yeah, we got enough. We giving you enough.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to thank our guests for coming on the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Judge Joe
I'm
Dred.
sure it was a pleasure.
You got work.
And was it Mike? Jim Jury?
I love everything they say.
What
You
was-
didn't even know.
What was it, Jim
You
Jury?
were no Judge Joe Dred fan. You let him come out here and give you that old nutty, that microphone. He fucked your ear, and now you're a fucking fan.
I'm just trying to be cordial to our guests, Larry.
I'm
I
sure.
appreciate
Don't
the
listen to them. Don't listen to
professionalism.
them. You're fantastic.
Thank
Don't
you.
listen to them.
Downtown Bruno
Especially
and Big
Larry.
Boss Man, absolute best to you guys this Sunday.
Downtown Bruno indeed.
Hey, guys, please.
Downtown
please.
Bruno indeed.
Thank you
Sean.
to Judge Joe
Oh,
Dred
yeah.
and
Yeah, y'all
Johnny
gotta hang
Jury.
up. We got more
Bye.
show
You guys
to do.
hang up. You
Thanks
guys hang up
for
first. Thank you
coming.
so much for
Y'all
coming
got-
on
yeah,
the show.
Fuck you too. I'll see you in Van Nuys. Both
Yeah?
of you. But you
Yeah?
don't gotta come, Jury. You don't gotta come. I don't see you on the graphic. Fuck that guy.
Jeez. Well.
Now, Brian, you turned this into a whole XPW fuckfest.
That was cool, dude. Yo, okay. Oh no,
Yo,
no.
I
shit.
am- I am
Joe
being-
Dred. No, I want to give a thought on Judge Dred. He talks so well, and when he looks into the camera and speaks, it's dope. If you don't agree with me, fuck off.
Don't you? Because you were clapping for him.
I was
Come
clapping
over
for
here,
him.
clapping
Good for him.
Give me more.
Good for him. Good for that guy, and good for his friend Judge Jim Jury. What was it?
Judge Jim
Joe
Bean.
Dred and Jim
Jury's a
Jury.
guy.
That's Judge Joe Brown's long lost son there.
No, what's
Had him
his
out of
real name?
wedlock
What's the
with
other
Judge
guy's name? John Jury? Jim
The Dyke
Jury?
Jury.
Judge
It's
Joe
Stephen
Dred.
Jury.
Judge
Stephen
Joe
Jury
Dred.
and Stephen
Judge
Jury.
Joe Dred.
I like
So
that.
Judge Joe Dred is the long lost son of Judge Joe Brown, mother of Judge Judy.
We are getting, and we have been for the last 22 minutes, been getting absolutely fucking destroyed by our own friends and our
Because
own
it's
fans in the comments of this. And Brian, I blame you.
They don't like it.
It's the
said
first
you-
time.
Like it.
I
Hey,
warned you.
Any reaction is a good reaction. Is what
I-
wrestlers would
I
say.
had
Wrestlers would say that, would they
What
not?
do they say?
Chat's
What do they
going
say,
crazy.
Pat?
Chat's
What do
going
they say,
crazy.
Pat?
That's what Pat said.
I want to say that, Brian, you know what? I can't believe I'm going to say this. Just like I couldn't believe that somehow I became a fan of Judge Joe Dred during that. I think that that was an excellent decision, Brian. And I couldn't have had more fun during that interview. And I'm
can't
watching
believe
and I'm
Sean
sitting
came
there
in.
and they're saying
All right,
Pat's
listen.
corpsing, Pat's dying, and I'm sitting there listening to this and like, oh my God, it was the best. And yo, you know what? I don't know where this guy's t-shirts are available,
You're getting them all.
but because
He's
you
gotta
know,
say
and a
Ozzy.
true
He's gotta
artist,
dope say
just
Ozzy
like
with his-
Necro don't sell shirts. This guy, he didn't even come on and plug his shit. He went full
Oh,
Daniel
yes, he did.
Day-Lewis on us.
Oh, yes,
Um,
he did.
He was himself, and I
Oh,
thought
yes,
it
he
was
did,
awesome. I
Pat.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
Believe me, he plugged his fucking
It was
shirt.
very different than anything that we've ever done before, and I thought it was cool.
Well, Brian, I
And
hope
guess
what?
what?
I think
just to,
you know
just
what?
to-
I'll be honest.
Just to, hey, and just to pull back the curtain, he's the first motherfucker that's at a table next to Larry out there before everybody gets there. He sold his shirt,
Facts. It's a hardworking fucker.
motherfucker. And guess what? He is on Circle 6. He is on GCW. He is on CZW. Has he been in H2O
Check,
yet?
check.
Has he done H2O?
Check.
Not 100%, but
He's
anything's
done it all.
possible.
He's
Anything.
a whore.
He's a
a
whore.
fucking whore.
He's a working, hard-working boy, and I like
He's a
the way he
hooah.
talks.
He's a whore. That's what he
That's what
is.
he
Sean, look at
honest.
this giveaway. Look at this giveaway, Sean. That you just
I
have
wasn't
to
too
comment.
impressed.
It's dreidels, and look at this handwritten directions.
Jesus Christ, Brian, you gotta get that on the Google Doc.
Because Sean, how you gotta be right? I fucking
wrote it.
The symbol, Sean.
It took me time to write it.
At the top.
Would you write that in Yiddish?
It's in English.
I know it's Hebrew.
Look, I wrote the little. I wrote the little Hebrew symbols here, and I wrote in English. If you want, it's legible if you have it in your hands.
Watching the show, listen.
Last episode,
we are, doing our thing. We're
and these are still giving away.
I thought that what happened tonight was absolutely great. So if any of you out there are on the fence and you want to know my opinion, I'm very fucking pleased. I thought it went well. Sean, how did your son do in basketball? You sent us a video of like a stone cold, ice-blooded, fucking, like just catch and shoot. Nailed it.
Yeah, he's definitely the Ranger on the court. He's definitely holding it down for his team. He's playing junior varsity, he's playing varsity.
Hell yeah, dude.
Homeboy's doing his thing. So I definitely had to pop out to that. But I'm sorry I made it late. But I was eating dinner with the family, and I had the phone going, and I had to come on.
Yeah, we needed you. I was sad.
I was like, you know what, guys? I'm sorry. I have to cut dinner short. It's been great.
You came in with like a house on fire.
Yo, homeboy was cutting promo for Saturday night main event, ready to go. I thought he was about to climb a blue cage.
Well, that
was the whole point.
Bully. He came in and was like, "Let me remind you guys that all this like you're gonna get beat up on our show." Okay?
Yeah, like what? Like you wildin'.
And you violating by having this motherfucker.
The only ones who got beat up on our show were us. The only thing
you in our house, you bring this bitch in a suit.
The only
you
thing
no bitches in suits on our show.
The only thing that hurt was us and our brand, because everyone was talking about how we're working them and we're doing works, and everybody was mad about the works.
No, we're not.
I thought we didn't. Cool. Whatever.
Listen, if he felt some type of way, I'm sure we'll see him this February.
We had no clue how that.
We didn't think it was.
Hold on, Pat. We had no clue how that fucking hua was gonna come here spreading their fucking legs like it's promo time, like you're in the performance that we don't know.
Okay? Hey, listen, baby, this is the time, baby. Go out there, get in front of the camera, and let it go.
I called him on Pat. I was like, yo. You just fucked Pat's ears doing all the eyes in the camera. You just did a master class and even bought your fucking stooge.
He got me.
Because let's call it like it is.
He got
Stephen Jury ain't nothing but a motherfucking stooge.
Well,
I know, because I got 21 years in the biz, and they tried to bully us.
Ain't working, Papa.
It worked for me. Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah. You're the one that started the whole fucking move.
That just sold the pay-per-view to me, brother.
What did I miss?
Well, make sure you buy my link.
Well, Sean,
El Schlacko was here. You were supposed to be our fucking Spanish translator for El Schlacko.
El Schlacko came.
Yeah, you missed your fucking shine time.
Pero mi hermano, mira, Schlacko, si está viendo por los países por ahí, nosotros somos los Blvd Bullies. Usted sabe eso, Schlacko, los Blvd Bullies. No vamos a trabajar. Ya
also,
mismo, usted sabe.
Sean,
we need more of that on this show. Okay,
absolutely. And
that's gonna get you the job.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't say to you that I don't think you look like Little Richard at all.
But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
It's just I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't get the reference.
It's the mustache.
It was the mustache. Some little dark. The eyebrows, hair pushed back.
Sean,
didn't Little Richard have curly hair though?
Do you want to hear an update? Before I want to get back into this deathmatch drama now that you're here, Sean, so I have another level-headed guy to talk with. But before we get to that, did you know that Kevin Gill canceled next week?
Did we get into what happened? Oh no, he didn't. He postponed.
He had a scheduling issue.
Right.
Conflict.
Yeah, conflict.
He said when I initially booked Kevin Gill, he stated that when the time is approaching, he might have scheduling conflicts and other things he has to do. Okay. So it might happen. So it happened, and he says that we're going to reschedule for the new year and that we should have Michael from Circle 6.
And I told Brian, Sean, I told Brian that as soon as he went to vet Kevin Gill and Kevin hit him with the, well, yeah, but I might have a scheduling conflict. Brian should have been like, all right, then you hit us when you know you won't.
Yeah.
Instead of us fucking waiting, getting marketing together, fucking it up, having Roberto Negro pull the rug out or suggest that we do some other shit. Why don't you hit us when because that's the type of show we are.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking let these motherfuckers bully you as the agent.
Do you think that, Sean, and since you're just joining us, I want to know, do you think that because of Brian, and we had an extensive talk about it on stream after the birdie, and then afterwards you went back and researched Brian's comments that may have led.
Oh my gosh, yeah, bring it back.
That may have led to Kevin Gill canceling. So I just want to know, in your expert opinion, do you think that Kevin Gill canceled because of Brian's behavior? Do you think my birdie was right? Or do you think that he heard me talk about the birdie, so it's actually my fault? And follow up, do you think that Mike is going to come on here in the same way as Judge Joe Dred and just try to flame us immediately?
This is a great fucking question, bro.
So I think that I think KG pulled because he doesn't want to be involved with any chicanery that is, throwing his name around there. So with that being said, he's not available. That's fine. When you're ready, KG, the seat is yours. You come on over. We can talk.
Because I was planning like a heartfelt episode. I'm sorry, but if that
was true, Sean, then why would Mike want to come on unless it was to what Patrick says and is to flame us?
Flame us.
Well, let me get to Mike.
All right, I'm sorry.
We haven't gotten to Mike yet. Mike is also in a position where he's trying, and Circle Six as a whole is trying to plateau that company and show everyone at the end of the year, when everybody's going to bat, that they can swing and they can hit with the heavy hitters. Because they've been doing it all year, but you close the year with a mark, right? So with that being said, him coming on would give him the opportunity to tell everybody who watches our show how much better his product is than XPW, than GCW, or than ICW. As a businessman, it is the smartest technique he can take.
You think he'd go full flames, or you think he'd try to befriend?
No.
I think he would just be professional and nice.
I think he'd be professional and nice.
Well, Brian, you've accused him of being a rapist like 3 times on 3 different programs.
I'm not the accuser. He's an alleged rapist.
That is bringing it up.
Well, that's a real thing. So we should.
So now he thinks he's going to bring it up on the show.
Well, I think
I'm not the only person that talks about it. So if that's a thing, then he should be asked about it and clear his own name.
Yeah, and maybe that's the reason he wants to come on.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we as a whole have created something where people feel comfortable enough to come on and speak certain things that they don't feel comfortable out speaking amongst other people. And we've had that with Drake Younger. We've had that with Rob Black. You know what I'm saying?
Also cried.
Yeah, Drake cried. We bring the realism to it. So if they want to come on and they want to talk,
and Brian books guests that want to fucking sell merch.
Yeah. And then Sean comes on and it just dubs it. No, papi, no aquí. Esto no pasa.
So with that being said,
if Mike wants to come.
All right, so let's decide right now. I'm gonna do. You know what? Watch this. There's 4 of us, right?
Right.
And then I'm gonna try to figure out right now, here and now.
You do a poll?
How to do a poll. Start a poll.
In the YouTube thing?
Yeah. Should we have Mike on?
Mike or no guest? Mike or no guest?
No, we're just going, should we have Mike on? Obviously, no would be no guess.
I guess fair.
Okay.
I could ask Eric Dillinger.
I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm starting it right now.
We'll get to Eric Dillinger.
So, all 4 of us have a vote. And I just want to tell you right now that although the idea of promoting something else that is an XPW and maybe trying to flex our muscles of being like non-denominational fucking like personalities, the idea of having somebody from Circle 6 on does appeal to me. But I'm going to go nay on anybody next week Or maybe we try to get somebody that the fans requested, like Vinny Massaro or Eric Dillinger next week.
I could probably ask Eric Dillinger.
Maybe we try to do that, something that the fans would want. I'm going to go nay on Mike because of the danger to Flame and because of Brian's inability to not accuse him of being a rapist. Sean, what do you think?
I want to say yay, but also weighing in heavy is exactly what you said. Brian's Geraldo Rivera journalism. And the fact that there's also a possibility of getting flamed for flaming his peeps.
Yeah, he's coming on to assassinate us over Kevin Gill.
Which I would love nothing more, but I'm being serious. I would love nothing more to sit down and actually pick the guy's brain because, like I said, there's a lot going down, and Circle 6 has done a lot in the past year. So to actually have somebody there to speak about the growth that they're going and the direction they're moving forward with a champion like Matthew Justice, who they just got rid of SGC in GCW, I think it'd be a great topic. But Geraldo Rivera, you've done it again, my friend. So, no.
Nay, 2 nays. Larry?
I think that we've become a very guest-heavy show. So guest-heavy now that we are inviting people onto the show that maybe we didn't all necessarily agree to even want to have on the show, that are then like having a reason to not come, but suggesting other guests that they feel would be great on our show. And at the end of the day, it's our show. So if we never brought up Circle 6 Mike in the conversation and we didn't really start off as a guest show, why are we even entertaining bringing him on our show to talk to him about anything?
Well,
okay.
I'm gonna
Brian!
We
Go
have
ahead.
the
The YouTube vote is not even fucking pertinent. You got 3 nays right from the jump, Brian. Go ahead,
I
Brian.
respect Kevin Gill.
I'm just going to say that if I didn't have 3 nays, I would still vote yes. I would say we should have every person in the wrestling community on our show. We should have
Brian, I'll be honest, we can't do that, Brian.
The way that you admin the Deathmatch Elite, that it's like,
some people are real.
It can happen. Anybody can come, even if they're not even real. That's not our show. That's not our show. Because we just had a guest in our show.
What does that have to do with?
We just had a guest in our show that our entire audience was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Brian? We just had a guest on our show that this whole time since I first came on, after saying, kiss my ass, D'Amato, talking about some real ass shit, kiss my ass, packing princess, fuck you. Since I first came on, that's all we've been giving. Now we got the Worpski. We got the motherfucking, the manager.
I recommended against it. I just want to go on record to say that I officially recommended against it.
Oh, you were just on the side of them.
I wasn't on the side of them because he was fun.
He was worked into. He was talked in the building, Daddy.
It was.
He was talked in.
He got me. He was
the
good.
Judge Joe Dred is a mother. Necro said he's like one of the top 5 today. Didn't Maga say that?
He did.
He's like one of the top 5.
So I think then that's a win in my book. It's a fucking show.
It was a win.
And
it was a win.
We had
it was a win. It was a win.
Entertaining, and that's all that matters.
It was
anybody
amazing.
People, whatever my opinion is, whatever I should do, whatever I do, if that repels people from coming on our show, then they're just pussies.
No, it was.
And I'm sorry. This is the Blvd Bullies, motherfucker, not the Blvd Nice Guys.
Blvd Nice
Guys.
Well,
we just did a real nice interview. We did a nice, easy interview, Brian.
No, come on, guys. Listen to me. It wasn't a worked promo. It was an interview.
It was an interview.
So get that shit out of your mind. Like, just think about it. And I'll tell you this. Nobody loves this show more than me, and I loved it. So let that be. But nobody loves and hates this show more than me, and I fucking loved it. So I will love to shit on Brian's booking, but we've had amazing guests. We've had very diverse, different things happen, and this was a new thing that happened, and I fucking loved it, honestly. That's my
What
opinion.
the hell is this?
Yo, everyone's like, what the fuck?
What
Which
the
I love.
hell?
That's what made it great to me. Yo, come on, everybody. We're chilling. Boulevard Nice Guys 2024. We're gonna be like a little bit nicer.
Are we going to talk about Punk and shit at all?
You want to do that? Yo, guys, we got 20 minutes remaining.
Let's talk about some other shit real quick.
You guys have been saying that, like, you want to talk more about the mainstream stuff. What about the CM Punk tour throughout the WWE? He did the promo on Monday. That was only 6 minutes. Apparently, the show was running late. He got his time cut short. Then he came back Friday, did a great thing, did like a 15-minute, talked about every single wrestler in the company, talked about the Royal Rumble, said that he was going on a tour on where he was going to sign, then showed up in NXT and did the same promo. Then last night on Monday Night Raw, he signed with Raw and finally had his confrontation with Seth Rollins. Did anybody watch that?
I did.
I watched it.
Well, Brian, you are in timeout because of your guest choice this evening. So, Sean, go ahead, Daddy-O.
It was dope. Punk, signs the contract. No music hits. He goes, climbs the second rope, does the best in the world pose. Out comes Seth Rollins, very Triple H-ish, just straight to the ring. This is not your home. You left here. This is our home. This is our home. And how dare you? How dare you say this is your home? So now we got a little program to work with. Now we got something to look forward to. But I also seen today that the Kia Forum, the building in San Francisco, I think it is, right? That's where the Golden
LA,
State
right?
was.
I thought it was
LA. They promoted December 28th, the holiday show, CM Punk versus Dom Mysterio. And yeah, they also promoted a cage match. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing Dom and Punk. And this is cool because Punk is also somebody that Dom has history with, dating back to the early years of SmackDown when Punk had his Straight Edge Society and he was feuding with Rey Mysterio. And they had Dom there. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be cool to see Dom as a big boy taking on CM Punk. It's also cool to see Main Event Jey Uso opening up a show and the whole crowd behind him. So we're seeing a lot of things add up. The puzzle's coming together. January will be here before you know it. And
Cody's being left out.
Who's that?
Cody.
Cody's being left out?
Cody's going to get left out.
Well, another thing that Punk said was that he's here to finish the story. And I think he said that on SmackDown. And then when he got to the back, Cody was there waiting for him. He was like, I got a story too.
He kissed him.
He did?
Yeah, that's right. They kissed right on the lips.
Well, I guess that was the story he had to tell him.
I'm kidding.
He was like, hey, good to see you.
So now they hit the
just
rubble.
like smooched real quick on the lips. Mwah.
I mean, I thought what Seth Rollins said to CM Punk was very what like Hangman Page said in AEW.
Well,
It
was like
Don't
it was very
ever
similar.
compare that.
No,
It was very similar.
no,
They said the same shit, kind of.
I agree.
He's
I
protecting,
think
how long
he's
before you
protecting
break down?
WWE. He's protecting the locker room from people like CM Punk. It was kind of like the same thing.
Yeah, but I think CM Punk came over there and was like, yo, I got this awesome idea. Think about all the heat I got over here with this and this and this. And, and like, I don't think that he's writing it, but they did it good. Like, he's walking around backstage like he could punch somebody.
Like making amends.
Yeah, making amends.
Well, you know what they do, though? You know what they've done in the past? They've taken, like, someone's idea, executed shittily, and they've been like, okay, we're going to show y'all how to do this.
Right. Well, that's what I was getting at. That's what I was
You know what I mean? They've taken the exact same mold that someone else tried and could have been fire and kind of was like, womp womp. And they've been like, and this is what happens when you do that right.
And they're positioning him. They're almost taking like, it's brilliant, honestly. If you think about it, it's like they're taking the lore that he built and he's walking around backstage like, yo, anything can happen at any time. And like to us, because we know we're watching it like, oh, okay, he's just hitting every character. But to like a fan, it's like, oh my God, like this is the guy, like it works. And then I think it's exactly like Larry said. Like, this is a storyline that I could have had that I feel in my bones would have been like the dopest shit. And in the last place we fumbled it. And I think Rollins knows too. I think like 2 years ago, 2 years ago when Rollins said, fuck that guy Phil, like I don't want him around. I think Rollins even saw and knew what the path was.
They were planting.
Yeah, I don't think there's any real heat between those two guys at all. Like when Rollins supposedly off the cuff was like, yo, fuck Phil, fuck that guy. I don't want him around here. He's a cancer. Yo, they're just setting up the greatest wrestling storyline since the Bloodline, basically. It's going to be dope. It's going to be fucking dope. You can already see it's going to be dope. He's a little dusty, though. Like, he ain't so crispy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's looking a little...
But Seth this is his opportunity to, like, level up to, like, general status.
Yeah, but, yo, when I see him standing across from CM Punk, to me, Seth Rollins is the bigger star.
He's the hunter.
He's taller. He's wearing his fucking, like, Prince outfit.
He does CrossFit every day.
And CM Punk's just looking tired.
Can you imagine the promos that are going to happen when it's fucking CM Punk and Roman Reigns with fucking Paul Heyman, dude? It's going to be really, really good shit. I'm going to tell you that I'm very excited. I'm very excited that CM Punk is back in WWE.
Sadly, Brian, I don't think that's going to happen.
You don't think it's ever going to happen?
No, because when Roman loses, and he will eventually, we won't see Roman for quite some time. And
okay, maybe it won't be Roman, but there will be a Paul Heyman CM Punk situation.
Well, he planted the seed of
that's
it.
That's more of what
I
meant.
He'll go on a Seth. He'll go on probably a somebody else path, then a Seth path before he gets. I don't think they're gonna put him right with Roman.
He's having right now what would have been Bret Hart's return run. That's what he's having.
Hell froze over.
We've never seen anything like this before. We've seen Hogan, Nash, and Hall come back, but that was just a whole nother entity within itself because it was the NWO. When you have one person who just brings just this aura of sports entertainment behind them, or that wherever they go, it's big. So whatever
also, it wasn't 10 years. It was like Hall and Nash, and then wasn't gone 10 years.
No,
it was. When did CM Punk return to AEW? When did he come back, make his return to wrestling?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, the first return.
Well, I guess technically the first thing was the Fox when he appeared on the Fox thing with Samoa Joe and Renee. That was the first thing that is like, I am on a wrestling thing, y'all.
Right.
WWE wise,
Right. That was 2021.
2021. So it's 3 years ago.
Yeah, almost when he first pops up on anything.
Yeah, because then the following year was Full Gear, and then it's like, all right, I'm ready to work. But you know what? I honestly think, like, these guys know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what? Listen, I'll take the check. I'll do some matches. I'll get warmed up. Joel send me on my way.
They gotta keep the conversation going, and they gotta keep the dollars flowing.
That's
and like when it starts to get stagnant and it starts to get stale, things get shaken up, and it's like, oh, I want to watch.
Yep.
So Larry,
it's good times.
And Sean, you know what? Thank you so much for getting up from your dinner with your family. A post, Jibby. How many points did he score this evening?
10. 10 points, 4 boards, 3 assists.
You know what he needs to do?
What?
Get the ball more.
He does. He's playing two positions now. So it's like he's learning how to carry the
I'll tell you this.
Team.
I'll tell you this much.
What?
Motherfucker could pop out. Just catch that ball, hit that 3. Wet. Dude, wet. No rim.
I know.
Yo, on a dime, too.
And you know what's crazy, Pat, is that you always told him since he was little that he's going to be a basketball star.
Yo, that's what I'm saying, dude. I'm like, look at this motherfucker's feet.
Are you going to be like, this guy? Are you going to be like Tommy DeVito sports agent?
Honestly, Sean.
Is that going to be you, Pat?
I've gotten so drunk over the course of this show that I want to tell you right now, I want to come to Bayonne and play ball with Jibby, dude. I want to play some ball. Because you know what? I feel like I could still dominate in my old age. I want to run some full court with the kids.
come through.
Comes a time in it. You're about to celebrate a day. You're about to celebrate a day in the year.
It is the
Word,
birthday
your
week.
birthday,
and by
bro.
the way, zero
A day in
super
the year
chats,
for our leader.
zero super thanks, zero membership, zero super chats tonight on my birthday week.
Oh, we got none?
Zero, dude. Can you believe?
Judge,
Brian,
I blame
could
Judge
you-
Show Dread.
Could you
It's my
sh-
fault.
Oh my
I'm
God!
sorry.
Just really
On
Ah,
Hanukkah.
Brian,
It's
every-
Hanukkah.
oh,
Don't yell at me on
Brian,
Hanukkah. I'm sorry.
God, we're not even making
Hanukkah,
money anymore.
Can you
Sean,
show
Sean,
this
you
to me?
missed it. I said the Hanukkah prayer, Sean. I spoke Hebrew on this show, Sean.
That
You know
you
the
think did
Hanukkah
it
song?
is? You know what? It wasn't. You know what, Sean? They see you. They see me in the brown. They're like, let's give them some money.
They always get, yeah, no. You know what? You know what
Come
I
on
like?
on.
He went straight to what's this guy's? What did he call me? Little Richard?
And
Little
Jazz. He calls you Jazz.
Yo, you know what? Can I just
He
can
called
I
me
talk?
that. He called me nothing but brown people. You believe that?
He
I
did.
could've-
He
Oh,
did
why
always
would
say
you're
brown
not white,
people.
Sean?
Well,
You're not
Why
white.
not?
you know
Why
what?
not?
I'll take
Why are
this.
you not? Why are you not white? Because your parents
No.
aren't white.
No, dude. Why didn't you name a different
All
person?
right, I
other
don't
than a
care.
brown person?
Stop this. Stop this, please,
'Cause
Brian.
you're not-
Brian, please, Brian.
All right.
I mean, you
I'm just
did call
saying-
him all white.
I'm just saying, like
people, too.
the
Yeah, I did.
way.
Bubba Boss Man and fucking Hugh Boy.
Why would you call him anybody else? Why would you not?
Oh, you
That's
could
what I'm
because Sean called him all
what
white
he's saying
people.
is it's low hanging fruit.
Well,
He's
Sean
saying it's
did the same
low-hanging
thing.
Fruit.
He's a
Not
hypocrite.
you,
Oh,
brown
come
person.
on, dude.
Sean's a
Come
hypocrite.
You're
on.
getting over the low hanging
God
fruit.
damn it.
That's what he's saying.
Yo, but can I just say,
Boulevard
like,
Bullies.
the way that they came on this show to me shows like an amount of respect for this program. Honestly,
They got bullied though. They got bullied.
You know what? They
No,
better.
Well,
well,
you missed,
I mean,
you missed
they
it, Sean.
definitely.
Steven came on and then he like left real quick because
Oh yeah, we got him out of there. Yeah, we said, what the fuck are you doing on here? We're talking
He thought he was
about
being a
yeah.
bad boy.
Yeah.
He thought he was being
We're the
a bad
boss,
boy.
applesauce.
Yeah, you fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, and then we like brought in the reinforcements. We brought in Sean, which they weren't expecting. And I sent the link to Jedi Joe too.
Oh, he should have came. That would have been
Jedi
so
Joe, come
funny,
on.
dude.
We got 8 minutes left on the program. Come through.
It's gonna be an orgy.
It's Hanukkah, dude.
It's Hanukkah, dude.
But
Is that your excuse for everything, Brian? It's
I
Hanukkah?
thought that the
It's
way
only on Hanukkah.
I thought
Where's
that,
the menorah?
That's right there, dude.
Dude, that looks like a freaking like.
I know
super-duper-
because the lights are too bright, bro. It's
There you go.
shining bright.
Wow, you gotta get.
Oh, you
candles.
think? Yo, and by the way,
Oh, wait.
side note. I watched the video. I
It's
wish
the
I had the
sixth night.
video.
It's the sixth night. I thought I pushed the button,
I
dude.
wish I had the video ready to show you, but
Of what?
Jimmy did push off on this one. That video.
Did you see that?
He gave him like a shoulder fucking. Yo, he ain't playing. Jimmy don't play, dude.
Play jailhouse.
I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't get to look at them all the way. I didn't really.
You gotta see it. It's
Yo,
wild.
yes.
It's
Melding
Wow.
of shows. It's the melding of shows.
Finally.
Biggest L
Holy
in Bullies
shit.
history.
Oh, shush.
Jedi Joe.
Get out of here
That wasn't
now.
it, bro.
Now get out of here,
That wasn't
Joe.
it,
Wait,
bro.
hold
That
on.
wasn't it.
Get out of here.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
like
hold on,
that.
hold on,
Jesus
hold on.
Christ.
I do believe that you guys didn't know that was going to happen, but I asked myself, why did it happen?
Why wouldn't it happen, Joe?
That's Joe Dred goes into business for himself.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really think that he was working. I think that he was really believing everything he said, and I started
had a-
believing.
That's why he's a great worker, Pat.
I think the funnier part
why he's a
about
great
it
worker.
wasn't the fact he was the promo, the fact he had the grayed background too.
Yeah,
It's a blur.
He
right?
That had him
was-
like it
He's
enhanced.
a WWF superstar.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
Yeah, it would have been even better if he had the green screen, but then put like, superstars or something
Or
in
like-
the back.
Just the purple drapes.
Yeah.
So you're saying it wasn't it for you, Joe? You didn't like
I
this
mean,
episode.
I had a blast, clearly. I mean,
That's all that matters,
but
man.
at your
That's all
at your
Brian
expense.
cares about. Pat cares
That's all
about
that
the
should matter.
integrity. The
At your
integrity.
expense, though.
Fuck integrity. We want to have fun.
I used to
Yeah,
care
no.
about the integrity, but I also had a
Well,
blast.
Brian, the type of fun that you have is not everybody's fun.
Yeah.
Fair. Touche.
Well, I mean, what a time. Jedi Joe, by the way, Thursday, I have an old friend inviting me out to a strip club for my birthday. So we're going to have to move our show to Friday once
Look
again.
at this shit. Look at this shit.
The usual.
Usual.
Please
usually,
hold.
I usually assume that it's getting moved every Thursday now.
I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry.
Don't
Well,
forget
I mean,
to
it's
comment
fine.
on the
Thursday.
YouTube video, guys.
I don't
One of
work.
these
So
prizes.
Worlds
all right.
colliding. Jedi Joe, what did you think about CM Punk's tour of the WWE this last week?
You traveled the
Like
universe.
Mussolini.
If you want to know that, you're gonna have to tune in Friday.
Oh,
This is the most worked episode.
Way
This is
to
the most
plug
worked
it,
episode of the Boulevard Bullies
to
versus the
plug
world
it.
ever.
All right,
It's the
thank you,
Hanukkah
Joe.
episode,
Wow,
guys.
Wow,
The
what an
fuck
episode!
is this?
This might be one of my favorite personal episodes.
What
honestly.
has happened to us? What
I
has
spoke
happened to
Hebrew,
us?
Larry.
Speak
Come
it
on.
again. Speak it again.
Brian, you know what?
Shalom. I'm not saying it
Listen,
again.
you know what?
Don't
I
make
think
me
you
say it
should
again.
close us out.
I said it. No, you can't say the Hanukkah prayer more than one night on
I
Hanukkah.
think you. Well, no, because
You
we.
can do whatever you want, Brian.
What?
You
You,
know,
out of all
you
rules,
know?
out of all rules for you to follow, my friend, that's what you follow?
Yeah, I thought you were not a practice.
You're just getting. You see, I don't get manipulated. You're just trying to get me to do it again.
Listen. I'm gonna need you to do it.
I don't understand you.
For all your favorite Jews out there as we close our show.
Do it for
Do it.
Peter
Do it,
Rosenberg.
Brian.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav vitzivanu el hadlik ner shel Hanukkah.
Hey,
My favorite part is the Lechner.
Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah.
And this
Yo, Brian.
this Sunday, join me on streamxpw.com for
Yeah,
one
yeah.
coming night. I'm gonna
Use
come
my
all
link.
over the
Use
chat
my link,
wall.
though. I get $5.
Use my link.
No, use my link.
Hanukkah gets
No,
a crazy
my
Use
night.
link.
my link, everybody.
Christmas gets
Don't
12
use
days
Pat.
of Christmas.
Don't
Everybody's
use
talking
Brian,
over me.
don't use
And
Sean's, use
XPW
Larry's
gets
link.
one coming night.
Yeah, I want to be.
So
no,
what's
I'll be
happening,
working.
Brian? You got
Can I
commissioned
join?
to do.
I'll be doing this. I
Brian,
won't
you
be able
got
to
you
join
got
that.
commissioned and
Larry.
to do the live chat.
I'm not commissioned.
You got
He's
like
doing it. He's just doing
I'm just doing that.
Well,
I just do
there's
like,
like a
that.
flyer.
I put the I made the flyer just like I make the
And I
sections and I
promoted
post them.
it.
I tape them on the chairs and I put them
And
there and I make things exist. I
You know,
manifest them and I
do
make them there.
have
He's
the
only
That's why the
Necronomicon
Boulevard
around
Bullies
here.
He's
are
only
in the opening video of Merry Christmas 2. You're
We're
welcome.
in it. We're in it. Yeah, we're in it. All the
damn it.
people that watch XPW are gonna be like Boulevard Bullies.
Okay.
Just like that. Just like that.
Yep, every last one.
Hey, and you know what? If you want to subscribe, become a member of the Boulevard Bullies, I implore you to. Because you know what? It's my birthday week. And I drank 2 of these other things and 1 of these things, and I might go to a work birthday party right after this. I might get up out of this chair, walk my ass over to a work birthday party right now. Or I might go to sleep. I might eat tacos and go to sleep. There's a really 50-50 chance.
Tacos and sleep.
Larry?
I like that. Larry?
Go to the party.
Thank you. That's exactly what
Go
I
to
need
the
do.
party. Yeah. It's your week. It's your week. Shout out Sunny Kiss, birthday yesterday. Shout out my godson Melvin, birthday yesterday. Shout out my brother
Thursday
Mark.
night,
Shout out
I'm getting
everybody
taken out
whose
to the
birthday.
Strippy for my birthday. So that's why I can't do Here Comes the Lane with Jedi Joe on Thursday, because I'm getting taken out to the Strippy.
It's our season, lads.
Yo,
And
Sag,
Brian, you're
Sag
Jace.
is
That's
up.
why you got the torch. You're Jace, Brian. That's why you got that fucking menorah. You're burning it. You're burning it.
Festival of Lights, motherfuckers.
That's right. All right, Pat, what else do you got to say?
Well, I just want to say to everybody all over who watches the show, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. We like to fuck around. We like to try new things. You know, so I appreciate you, and on behalf of my 3 cohorts, my compadres, my commandants, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Confidants.
Confidants. You know, whatever, and
Compadres.
forever and ever, amen.
All right, yeah.
And I have all the respect for somebody
All
who
of that.
comes on
All of that.
with a very high quality webcam with the fucking depth of perception fucking filter through Zoom. Yo, that's a premium guy. and the lawyer was a premium guy, and we had a great
Fuck
time.
the jury.
And it was a new thing.
Fuck the jury.
And yo, you know what? There are some people, oh my God, who I consider myself to have been friends with, who are still doing the same exact thing over and over and over again. While us on this show, yo, we're saying Hanukkah prayers. We're fucking bringing on a guy who's coming on with his lawyer and shit, some Mark Sterling shit. And these other people, they're doing the same thing over and over and over again. And what they should be doing, what they really, really should be doing, Larry, is looking at themselves in the mirror and saying, you know what? I'm a fraud. I'm phony.
Why God?
And I need to die slow. And in case you haven't been listening, take the low road all times, every time.
Every time.
Blah, 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 etc., etc. See you next week for Kevin Gill, not happening. Mike from Circle 6, not happening. Go ahead and give us maybe a fucking...
Yeah, super chat.
Super chat.
For Pat's birthday.
Maybe a donation. I'm talking about Mike and Kevin Gill specifically. Kevin Gill, maybe save some money on those Impossible Burgers. Send a fucking tribute to the Boulevard Bullies next time you want to be on.
They're not giving us shit because we worked them.
All right, whatever.
The Boulevard Bullies, not the
we're out of
Boulevard
time.
Nice Guys.
Bye-bye.
The man, the king, the god, this shit, Nick fucking Gage. You know how I start this off. Shout out to all my MDK gang members around the world. And I want to let everybody know, Boulevard Bullies versus the World is a podcast. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. live on YouTube with my motherfucking boy, Larry the Legend. And what the Boulevard Bullies are doing, they're trying to ignite a revolution. Within the fans to unite and make the crowds electric again. So check out the Boulevard Bullies vs. the World. 7 p.m. live Tuesdays with Larry the fucking Legend. MDK all fucking day.